You're too late. You're way too late.
But it's too late, baby, now it's too late.
If you want to start working in the voiceover industry, you're already too late. You're way too late. Great.
Sorry I'm late.
What happened?
Nothing. I just really didn't want to come.
Tin Hut! Addies!
Who's laughing now? Shut up!
You're way too late to just waltz into this industry, this world, and start working. The time for that is gone. You're way too late to hit it rich in VO fast. You're too late to get into anime work. You're too late to be an audiobook narrator. You're way too late to get into broadcast and radio placements. You're too late to get into a solid placement on a pay-to-play site. You're too late to make it rich on someplace like Fiverr. You're way too late to make some kind of presence for yourself on social media or with a website. You're too late to be a fast success in VO. You're way too late to get noticed fast in VO. That was so 2010. The home VO business really took off back about then. That's where early adopters staked their claim and really started making a presence. And now, they're trusted voices in the indie VO industry. Their names are known commodities. That's why people keep going to them over and over again. And that's why those people who are independent voiceover artists are now voices you hear all over the place on YouTube, on national broadcast networks, hell, even in places like Walmart. They're known commodities, and they're known because they started back then. You're unknown because you're starting now. The VO world is really attractive because on the surface, there's not a whole lot that you need to get in. You need a computer, you need a halfway decent microphone, you need a treated space, and you need copy, you need words to say. And there are plenty of places all over the interwebs where you can go to get all those things, either cheap or free. But stop going on Reddit and asking like the most basic, rudimentary question like, I really want to get into VO. How do I start? Or what's the best microphone? Or what pay-to-play site really works? Those questions have been asked a billion times, and they've been answered a billion times. Asking those questions without doing even so much as the most tacit research yourself really only guarantees that people with experience will cut you none of their time, because you've already proven that you're not willing to do even the most basic research yourself. You're on the internet asking a question. Did you use the internet first to try to find some answers? If you didn't, really that just looks like you want everything handed to you. None of us in the VO world who've gained any traction got it by having anything handed to us. We'd love to help you, but we'd like to know that we're helping somebody who's already tried to help themselves first. This goes doubly so for questions like, how do I get Crunchyroll or Funimation to listen to my demo? You're already on the interwebs. Do the research. One of the things you're probably going to find out that you don't like is that Crunchyroll and Funimation don't want your demo reel. Yet. You haven't done anything yet. You haven't proven yourself yet. I hate to use this beat-to-death term, but you haven't paid any dues yet. What have you got to your name? What have you got to show for yourself? Don't worry about CVs and work histories and all that. You're not applying for a job at an insurance agency. You're trying to be an independent voiceover artist. You're trying to be an independent voice actor. You're trying to be an independent producer. Really, what you're trying to be is a gig worker. And gig workers get gigs. They don't apply for jobs. And gig workers don't pitch for things that they're not prepared for. You're too late for this to be easy, fast, and lucrative right out of the box. You're too late. And here's the truth of the matter. I was too late. I started my voiceover journey back about 2015. Knowing the industry the way I do now, I would have been much better positioned if I'd have started in 2010. This industry is a cat and dog fight. There are so many people in it now. There are so many people with voices better than yours, with reads more solid than yours, with better editing chops, better quality equipment, all that. They're in place. They're dug in. And now they're in your way. Shouldn't be surprised. But you also shouldn't be discouraged.
What you talking about?
I know you're asking now, like, well, why am I not supposed to be discouraged when all you've done is tell me discouraging things? Well, one of the things that I promised y'all was that I was going to be truthful with you about this business from the start at every step. And I am being truthful. You're too late for this to be easy. You're too late to strike it rich. You're too late for this to be something that catches on like that. But you're not too late to do it. You're not too late to try. You're not too late to start. You know, I started in this business in my mid-40s. I had run out of options by way of employment. I was disabled. I had a lot of commitments to my time that required me to be at my premises. And, you know, I started when I was like 46 years old. And I'm making it. Am I rich? No. Does everybody know my name? Also no. But I'm making it. I'm making a living doing this. Keep this in mind. Henry Ford was 34 years old when he first invented the Model T. Stan Lee was nearly 40 years old before he published the first Fantastic Four. Julia Child published her first cookbook when she was 50. Ray Kroc didn't establish the McDonald's we all know and love until he was almost my age, 54. Colonel Sanders didn't open his first Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was 62 years old. I'm saying all those things to encourage you, but all the things I said before not to discourage you. But you really need to look upon this venture through the lens of reality. Stop asking all these questions about how can I make it go faster? How can I be more successful with less effort? How can I, on and on and on. No, not less effort. Put in the effort. Do the work. Cut your teeth. People think voiceover is easy. Well, it's not digging a ditch hard, but it's not easy. It takes time, investment, and tolerance. Be willing to have the vast majority of people you talk to reject you. That's just the truth of this industry. My rejection rate is over 90%. That means for every 10 things I apply for, I'm rejected for 9. I'm rejected for a number of different reasons. My voice wasn't right. My read wasn't right. I didn't interpret the copy the way they felt. VO is a numbers game. VO is a marathon, not a sprint. Now, yeah, there's going to be times where you really luck out. That's how my career started. I went out and I got a used Blue Snowball microphone, went into a disused room in my basement with a laptop that the keyboard didn't work and the mouse didn't work. And I got a $250 job in less than 2 weeks. I followed that up with a $1,000 audiobook less than a month later. Now that sounds great. But to be honest, I hadn't paid my dues yet. And it quickly bit me in the butt. Because, yeah, that $250 spot, that was smooth. That $1,000 audiobook, that thing chewed my ass. Because I didn't know what I was doing. Because I hadn't put in the time. Because I hadn't developed the skill that only comes with time and distance under the wheels. After that nightmare audiobook was done, I didn't get another paying gig for like 6 months. And the next gig I got, after taxes, it was about $45. But I stuck with it. And that's what you have to do. Yeah, do all you want. Prepare yourself in the best way you can in order to keep moving forward. But really, what you're preparing yourself for is a long-haul pursuit. It's not, I have a great demo and now everybody's going to want to hire me. No, I engineer demos for people all the time. They're great demos. They get traction for people. But I warn every single person that I work with, your demo's going to sound great, but it's not going to mean as much as you think. Because at the end of the day, they're making decisions by criteria that they're not showing you. And VO, hiring for a VO, casting for a VO, is actually a really personal thing for a content creator or a producer. They've already got an idea of what right sounds like in their head for that particular job. And if you don't match it, you don't match it. So you need to be willing to spend most of your time throwing 1,000 things at the wall and hoping that one sticks. Is that discouraging? There's no question. Yeah, it is. But it's discouraging if you haven't prepared yourself for that. We're not talking about an industry with a few hundred, heck, even a few thousand people in it anymore. Over the last 10 years alone, the home voiceover industry has gone to the moon. There are so many people wanting to and trying to do this. And you're merely one of them. That doesn't make you less of a special snowflake, but just by sheer numbers, it means that there's less and less of a chance that you're going to get somebody's attention, either in an audition or like for an agent or representation. But it doesn't mean it's not worth doing. It just means that you need to have realistic expectations. Realistic expectations are what keep you afloat in this business until you get one client, and then a month later, 2 clients, and then through the course of a year, maybe 3 or 4 clients, and they keep coming back to you because you're paying your dues. You're proving yourself to them. You're proving your skill, your talent, your artistry, and your worth. That suddenly snowballs into a career. But you gotta put in the time. Stop reeking of newbie. Yes, ask questions. Join us on our Discord server down below. Check out my audiobook, The Quick and Dirty Guide to the Home Voiceover Industry. There are links down below there too, and the first third of the book is free. But be real about this. The time to hit everything quick? Way back when. But in the here and now, you still can. To one degree or another. But allow that one degree or another to be enough to keep you in. Because there's one sure way to never succeed in voiceover. And that's never trying. Until next time, everybody, I'm Andrew Scott, and you're at Booth Camp. See you later, everybody.
Dismissed.